Hello there, I'm Diane Louise Jordan and welcome to the Heart of Worship Online, an extended version of a new monthly feature on my BBC Radio 2 programme, The Sunday Hour, where I get the opportunity to interview a composer or a writer of sacred music to find out how they put together a piece of music especially for worship. And my first guest of the series is singer, songwriter and worship leader Matt Redman, whose song The Heart of Worship inspired the title of this feature. Matt, it's just great to have you on the show.
Thank you, it's great.
So, Heart of Worship, what's that song all about?
I guess it's really about focusing in on what it means to worship. What is it all about? What's the purpose of this? And ultimately, when I wrote the song, it was to say, let's strip it all back. We've got all this music going on, you know, we've got all these attempts at songwriting and style, but what's it all about? And it's really just lifting your eyes up towards God.
I mean, now that song is known internationally. It really touches the core of people. When we sing that song, you really feel as if you are actually worshipping. But if you can just take me right back to the beginning, the real roots, and really describe what happened.
Yeah, it was an interesting song because it was actually written as a very personal thing for me, and I didn't realise it could be something that was congregational. I was at a church in Watford called Soul Survivor Watford, it's part of the Anglican Church, and we had this crazy little season where the pastor, a guy called Mike Pilavachi, he said, right, you know, we love to worship through song, but I think we should refocus a bit and make sure that we're not leaning on all the props like the sound system and, you know, who's leading worship and what songs. He said, so we're going to get in a room with just our voices and our Bibles, strip it all away and check that we can still bring an offering to God. And, you know, this church was full of teenagers and young 20s, and it was a really kind of bold thing to do. But to be honest, the first week it was a little bit awkward. It was like, and I was thinking, like, what's my job? You know, I used to be the music leader here. I have nothing to do now. But that actually made me ask some questions, you know. What are my motives when I do this? When I'm up there on a stage, you know, am I doing this as service or am I trying to build my own little thing? You know, and it was a great moment for me as a musician and as a worshipper to refocus. And so I wrote this little song describing what happened. It says, when the music fades, all is stripped away, and I simply come, longing just to bring something that's of worth, that will bless your heart. I'll bring you more than a song. And then the chorus says, I'm coming back to the heart of worship. Like I said, when I first wrote it, I thought that was my little thing, but then figured out actually those words seem to relate to other people.